Hello, my friends. This is the video that I made on NIO on July 24th of this year, when the price of this asset was, as you can see right here, at $4.89 at pre-market hours and at $4.92 at regular hours. And my main assumption was that if this asset breaks this yellow line at $4.83, it will indicate that the top of the fifth wave of its basically entire movement from this swing low has completed, and in this case we have to see an ABC correction to the retracement. Otherwise, if this level holds, so we have to see tiny leg to the upside that will not hit much higher targets, and then we have to see this type of retracement. So in general, my assumption was that NIO is bearish, short and medium term bearish, but potentially it could have one more leg to the upside. And guys, take a look right here. We were at this point when I made my previous video, and since I made it, this asset tried to break this $4.83 mark, then bounced back, and then it broke it successfully. And this is nothing else but the beginning of ABC correction. And I will show you in just several minutes what should we expect next. So, and as you can see, this is pure evidence of the power of technical analysis. And if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, let me remind you that July 31st is the last day when you can join my Patreon for lower prices. I will remove on July 31st General Supporter tier and Discord Access tier for $5 and $35 respectively. And you will be able to join my Patreon only for $50 and above. And guys, let me show you a sneak peek what you will have for this money. So this is just one day of my communications with my patrons. You can see that when the trading session began, I made this call to short WDC, and TTMI. And guys, since then this asset lost from 5 to 11% of their value. On top of that, guys, you can see that here is the my personal opinion that was closed for 2.8% of profit. And then I added another call to action to short NIO. You can see that I made a direct call to action when my patrons should short the stock if they want to. And here you can see the exact point when it happened, and it was just a very short term trade for about 1.5% of profit. On top of that, guys, for the people who don't like to short, here's the call for swing trade long position. And guys, since I made this call, this asset went up by more than 1.2%. And it is not the only one. Here you can see that I made another call on June the 20th, and it was a long position on McDonald's, so with the entry level from 288 to 280. And guys, since then McDonald's went up by I believe 5 or 6%. And this is what you will have for your $35 if you join my Patreon before July 31st. And guys, I have a 7 days money back guarantee. If you don't like anything in this subscription, you can leave my Patreon and I will pay you back all of your money.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So guys, and on today's video I will show you that potentially NIO is forming its C wave, and I will show you where this asset might land right before its potential next leg to the upside. But first of all, I want to pay attention to the news that potentially might be a driver of its price. Let me pay your attention to this couple of news. First of all, we have this article that was published just 2 days ago, and it's titled China Insurance Registrations for Week ending July 27th. NIO registered 3,250 vehicles, and as you can see, it is an increase from the previous week of about 2.04%. And I have to say that in general, yes, it is a tiny increase in this number, but In total, I would say it is not the best improvement. If you take a look at other manufacturers like Xpeng, you can see that they drastically improved their sales. Li Auto also has a tiny increase, but other manufacturers like BYD and Xiaomi have a quite substantial increase in their sales. That is why, guys, it is pretty much the general sentiment for Chinese EV market. That is why this is not a best achievement for NIO. That is why potentially NIO share price went down. But on top of that, I want to pay attention to this article. It is the article that was published again on cnvpost.com just yesterday, and it's titled China July EV Sales Preview. Deutsche Bank expects NIO at 21,000 vehicles. NIO new order flow for July is estimated to be around 26,000 units, a month-on-month increase of 11%. And this is the NIO Corporation, not NIO brand. And here is some details. Before major electric vehicle makers released their July sales figures on Friday, Deutsche Bank shared its forecast as it has done previously. Analyst Yang Bing's team said in a research note today that NIO is expected to deliver about 21,000 vehicles in July, a year-on-year increase of 2%, but a sequential decrease of 16%. And guys, I have to admit that the only catalyst for NIO in the medium and long-term perspective that might support its growth in share price is their deliveries, because without deliveries, without the mass market adoption, they will not achieve their goal to be profitable, and in this case the share price will not break its major previous highs. And let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, definitely we have to wait for the bottom of the C wave. If my assumption is correct, and this is just 1-2 setup on a bigger scale that potentially might lead to higher targets, and I will also show you a bear case in this scenario. In this case, we have to pull a fib retracement tool. First of all, let me delete unnecessary tools, because we already found out that this is the top of the fifth wave. If it is the top, we have to pull fib retracement tool from the bottom of the first wave to the top of the fifth wave. And guys, take a look right here. It already hit 0.382 level, and to be honest, the structure of the C wave doesn't have a proper subdivision. This means potentially we might have at least a bounce somewhere at current level. Then it has to go lower and potentially retest 0.5 or even a golden pocket range, because it is a confluence with this structural bottom that might also act as the range of support. And guys, this is a bullish case, because right after this retest happens from, let's say, the level of 4.25 all the way down to maybe $3 or $4 mark, in this case we might anticipate its next movement to the upside. But let me show you the bear case, the bear scenario. And let's first of all zoom out to a daily time frame. And right here you can see, let's turn off all the tools. Right here you can see that this asset has the lowest point right here, and it was in downtrend for quite a while. And this movement to the upside, guys, take a look right here. This movement has, well, it is debatable, but potentially it has a three-wave structure. And this structure to the downside and then the following structure to the upside might be just an ABC correction like this. A, B, and C correction to the upside. That should be just a retracement of the major downtrend. And in this case, guys, this asset has to break its previous lows, but definitely it will not happen within next week or so. We might see some structural waves inside this potential movement to the downside, and then it should retest $3.28. If and when, guys, first of all, it retests the $3.69 and it breaks it to the downside, it will be it will be pretty much a confirmation of its retest of these two swing lows, and potentially it will be it might be a very high chances that it will break $3 mark. But so far it is not my primary count. We first of all have to see the reaction. Let's switch again to hourly time frame. First of all, we have to see the reaction out of these levels of 4.48, 4.25 and $4 mark. And right after that, I will do another update and I will make my forecast for its upcoming movements. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium